Greetings, humble YouTubers. I wanted to give you I hadn't done a sort of proper couple of minute video about the state that the rotors are in. And obviously at the time, I remember someone saying this wasn't a good idea, what I'd done with this aluminium sheeting. It is a bodge. It's not a full-on weld these steel stuff round. So let's just have a quick look how it's all fared up. Now there's obviously an area of concern. Let's have a look. Little crack. I'd say only about 1 mil wide at an angle, but also you can see these areas of rust where it's penetrated. More so there, you can see. That one's pretty bad. Can't see any there. There's the mark on the rotor where it lines up with the other rotor. Right there. A bit of a rust in the rotor. But overall, apart from that crack, which I'm pretty sure wasn't there when I started, so that may be cause for concern. So let's see if it moves. Hello, my name's Mr. Crack. I'm moving. It's not moving. Something I want to show you. I think I've got a bend in a couple of these bolts. That one at the back, there on the right, I'd say is a bit of a bender. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's definitely on the wobble, that one. So that'll have to be changed. Well, really, let's be honest, I shouldn't have these crappy steel stroke zinc stroke Chinese steel, as I would call them, bolts. I guess they should be stainless steel. Maybe I can even get stronger ones. This is the bearing, which is years old now. That's oh, I nearly put it down there and that would have been very silly. Yeah, that's the bearing, which I got for about £30 7 years ago. Still in pretty good condition. These things will last a long time. Presumably I'll chuck a bit of grease in there. So yeah, that's the rear one. Let me just go get the front one. Now I'd say the front one's definitely rubbed against the stator a lot more. If we look at the magnets, we can see certain parts where it's obviously been touching the magnet, and that must mean, I presume, that there's either a lump in the stator somewhere, or that the magnets that have had more drag will be somehow mispositioned or not quite flat on the surface. You can see the lines there. Overall, they're in pretty good shape for being up there 6 months. And I had used them before, so the downside of these magnets is they are very cheap Chinese magnets. They're actually 9mm by 24mm by 9mm. So what the good old Chinese do is they advertise them, and then they put this kind of rather large area either side, discrepancy. They say, warning, you know, it probably will be within 15% of what it's supposed to be, but we can't guarantee it. There's a crack. There's no movement there. You can see some rust around the inside of the resin, so it's probably best in future to resin the whole lot and just leave this bit out. They'd find a way of covering the bolts, and then theoretically the only way the water could come in is here, so you could do some extra sealing on that if you wanted to. Again, I use this very thin aluminium sheeting stuff you can get. We can see a few bits where the resins come away for some reason. That's probably more to do with initial running the resin too high a hardener mix, therefore it goes off too quickly and it contracts, whereas if you've got it at the right temperature and the right mix, it won't crack. But sometimes when you're doing stuff at lower temperatures, you definitely have to make amends for that. So yeah, but that is the condition of them. They're not bad really. For, like I say, the rotors themselves, before I put these magnets on for this turbine, they're 7 or 8 years old, because I bought them at the same time that I bought the bearing and didn't actually get round to doing anything with it. The jacking bolts are problematic. You can see this one has broken off in there. Well, I probably hacked it off at some stage. So yeah, they really need to come off sometime and go from there. Yeah, but the whole project at the moment is just being scrapped, and I'm building a new head for it, and then I'm going to put these rotors and the stator on, and I've got the other stator, so we'll see from there. But that is some close-ups of the rotors for anyone who's interested. Peace.